Hello everyone, I am back at Belgatos Park. I wanted to share with you some really interesting wildflowers I saw back in March. This is at the top of the Vista Loop in the Heinz open space. That's what it looked like right now in May when it's pretty dry, but I'm going to rewind the clock and show you what it looked like back in March when I was hiking here. Down in this little glen, there are all sorts of really interesting wildflowers that if you don't stop to notice, you might miss because some of them are pretty small. This one is the buttercup and carpets with yellow flowers that are pollinated by bees. And here's a close-up of what the flower to the buttercup looks like. These wildflowers that I'm going to show are all things that you can plant in home gardens, either from seed or small plants purchased from nurseries. This one is called the soap plant, and it is called that because it was actually used to make soap by native indigenous peoples. And this one is called miner's lettuce, and it was named because it was actually eaten by miners who worked in the area, and it is edible. This one is called blue-eyed grass, and is a small plant that is also pollinated by many different insect pollinators. Here we have a plant called hound's tongue, and it is called that because the leaves are shaped like the tongue of a dog and are rough like a tongue. It has very interesting flowers that are bluish purple and bloom just for a short period of time in March. Most of these plants, after they finish blooming in March and it gets really hot, they will wither away and you won't see them come up again until next spring. So there's a short window of time for exploration. Here we are up at the top of the trail, and you can see some wildflowers that I saw also briefly called baby blue eyes. These were intermixed with the grass, and I'm going to zoom in and show you some close-up pictures of the leaves and then an even closer up picture of the flowers. These are great annuals to grow also in the home garden because they attract lots of different species of bees, including our native bees, and lots of different other pollinators. Plus they're just really beautiful and delicate. Up at the top of the trail, the long steep trail going up from the park, I am exploring some oaks in March. Here's one that's just leafing out, so we can see how the leaves form buds and then start to unfurl into the full leaves. And here's the same tree just a week or so later. This is a blue oak, and you can see its leaves have little tooths on the margins. One thing I really love about this tree is how architecturally beautiful it is. It catches the light through its leaves and makes them shine bright, kind of almost glowing yellow-green. And has really interesting branch structure when you look at it up through the branches toward the sky. So it's just very artistic looking. Another oak that also starts leafing out in March is the valley oak. And here it is blooming and also developing its leaves at the same time. Here's another picture of what the valley oak looks like as it's blooming and leafing out. Also a very light chartreuse green. Thanks again for joining, and have some fun out on the trail when you get the chance. Until next time, bye!